Hello, everybody. It's Sports Freak from Detroit coming back to you. Last week we talked a little bit about Yankee baseball and how they just got their butts kicked by Boston, and everybody was kind of signing their doom and their death. Now this week they won 6 out of 7. Like I said last week, it was a little bit too early. Anything that happens in early August does not make a season, does not destroy a season. It just makes it a little bit more interesting. Now the Yankees are not back in the race, but they're not dead. They have, however, done quite a few things that I like what I've seen. Their starting pitching has become a little bit stronger now that Mr. Sonny Gray has gone to the bullpen, which makes the bullpen even better. Uh, Getting Lynn and AJ Happ has been a very, very good addition to that starting lineup, pitching wise. Sabathia going on the DL, I just think that's a little preliminary thing just to make sure things are okay with the knee. Other than that, I think they're going fine. They're still waiting for the big boys to come back from the DL, Sanchez and Judge. Everything else is going according to plan. Boston's still the better team. Don't get me wrong. I hate Boston, but they are the better team. The Yankee downcast or downtrend that I do see is they have a little bit of a defensive problem here and there. In other words, when they need to make a big play, they do find a way to mess it up sometimes. But that is something that they're going to have to deal with towards the end of the season, especially when they go into the playoffs. They cannot afford to be giving those other teams an extra out in the innings. That will come back and haunt them. Another thing I wanted to talk about was what I saw this weekend in the PGA Championship. Going into the PGA Championship, I was hoping Tiger would do something, which he did, but I did not think he was ready to win yet. My reasoning was that to win in the big stage, you need to have been there a few times. Yes, he has been there at least 14 times major wise, but that has been a long time ago, where a lot of things in his life has changed since the last time that happened. He's had 2 back surgeries. He's had pretty well been buried on the ground. He's had to relearn how to use his body. So while that occupied most of his time, getting the swing back and all the other stuff has been a slow process. It's baby steps first, then you learn how to win, then you learn how to win the big ones. And it's all been a process of getting back into it. But you do see that mental wise, he still got it. Swing wise, he still got it. But the process that I was talking about is if you notice in the Open and in the PGA, every time he got really, really close to that lead, there came the awkward shot. And that's what I mean, learning how to take that pressure all over again. And he's that close to it. Whereas before, he used to win tournaments in his so-called B game or not his A game. Now he does need the A game. He does need the A game for all 4 rounds because the big boys are not going to blink every time you hear the Tiger roar. But anyway, these are just the ramblings of Sports Freak from Detroit. I will talk to you later, and thank you very, very much.